everybody. Welcome to Astrology and Psychic Readings with Lady D. I'm your host this week, Lady D. So, hope you've all had a very fantastic week. It is going to be a rather interesting week ahead. We have so many energies coming up this week with the planets. We do have a full moon that is happening on the 7th of March at 11:40 p.m. in Virgo. So that's in my time here in Sydney. So if you're on the other side of the world, it's probably more going to be the 6th for you. We have so many conjunctions and we have a planet moving sign. We've got 2 planets moving signs this week. So we've got, not only do we have this new moon, now usually I just talk about the new moon and be like, it's a new moon, but we've got so today we have Mercury, which is our communication, and it's the way that we think as well, conjuncting with Saturn in Aquarius, just before Mercury moves into Pisces. So with this could be, I always see Saturn as the planet of problems. So I always feel like with this mixing up with our mind, it could be this where we might overthink things, and even our fears may even show up with this. And being more anxious or anxiety coming in here a little bit, or anxiety driven. And it also is going to be about our communication not flowing well or not going right. There could be problems with technology issues or anything like emails or texting or even like verbal communication. There's probably going to be some hiccups today and people miscommunicating and things not going as well as you'd hoped or planned with this conjunction that's coming in. Then we have tomorrow, we've got the Mercury then going into Pisces. So it will be there for around, I think it's about a month and a bit. It's there. So with this, it's going to be, we are thinking about the collective, and we are thinking about, Pisces is about compassion too, but it's also going to be about secrets. With the 12th house or Pisces, there is an aspect of things that are hidden. When we're looking at the 12th house in astrology, we are looking at, if you've got planets there, I have my sun there. So for me, I bring karma in from a past life to do with my father. So this is also about thinking about the past even, but you're thinking about it, and deep thinking. This week is going to be a lot of deep thinking and perhaps even overanalyzing a little bit here with that. So we have all this thinking that's coming up. And then we've got on the 4th as well, we have Venus, which is also going to be conjuncting Chiron here. So this is going to be in Aries. So with this, it's going to be issues with, I always see Chiron as, people call it the wounded healer. When you look up on the internet or do any sort of research regarding Chiron, it will always come up as being the wounded healer, and it will have something about healing there. So in a way, yeah, this is going to be a healing aspect. Venus is relation, it's love, it's also money. But I also see Chiron as emotional pain too. So for me, I feel like this might bring up some issues to do with like finances and also relationships and love with this. So be aware that and with this whole Mercury thing, it could be the fact that you're overthinking about relationships. Am I with the right partner? Our finances are going to work well. These things are going to come in together with these aspects here. And then on the 9th, we have the big aspect, the really big one coming up for the week, or actually, that's the 8th. The 9th is when we have, this is a positive aspect though, this is the Jupiter conjuncting Chiron. So we've got this aspect with love or money with this Chiron. Jupiter, I feel like, is luck. So wherever I see Jupiter, I see it as luck. You get something from it. So that conjuncting Chiron is going to be luck with a painful issue. So something that has been causing you, maybe the issues that are being brought up with Venus there is now going to be redirected, or solutions going to be happening here with this Jupiter energy. Jupiter, luck with an issue that's coming up. So, this is going to be a positive time. It's a time where, the solution's out. Jupiter brings gifts, I always feel. Wherever I see Jupiter in the chart and I try look at that when people are looking at transits and when they're saying, when am I going to find a relationship, or when am I going to get a pay rise, or when is this going to happen? I always look where Jupiter is, and I always look where Jupiter is going to be in that particular house that will give them whatever it is that they want, or a chance for what they want. So by the 9th, there is some positive energy here. The 8th, this is the big day. We have Saturn moving from Aquarius, moving into Pisces. And for me personally, I'm very happy about this. It's right over my sun at the moment in astrology. So with that moving into Pisces, it means it's on the way of moving away from my sun, which is something I'm really happy about, positive for myself. But I guess a collective too, it's a changing of shifts. It's a changing of energies that's coming up with this. So, on the last 3 years, if we reflect on that, there's been problems with our freedoms. We've had lockdowns. I feel like we've had more problems in these last year and a bit about scammers. They've been really ramping up over these last few years. And with Facebook, I know with my page, like you get these scammers that are coming up here, contacting people. They've been ramming up because we had Saturn that's been causing problems with this communication, all this technology. So, in humanitarian, we've had some times, in the last 3 years where people haven't been quite nice too. So we've had these issues. So finally, we're having a change in energies with coming into Pisces. So with this is going to be, and it won't be straight away. It's not like we wake up on the 9th and it's like, oh, suddenly we've got all these things happening. It happens over time. And as we think about 3 years ago when, if we had the date of when Saturn moved into Aquarius, it was over these 3 years that these things built up and got more intense and more things happened. And we got to that peak where we had lockdowns and we had people really fighting for freedom and we had protests and different things going on. It was all a build up. So when we're looking at Saturn and these long transits, these things build up. So just because I say it's coming in doesn't mean this day all these things are going to happen. So this is going to be problems, and it is religious thing. So Pisces do rule, it is religious. So it is going to be over these next 3 years, we're going to find problems. Maybe people turning away from certain religions having to change and bend and maybe not so strict on people. Even spirituality, even for myself, light workers that are maybe not doing it for the right reason, or that, charlatans, but there's things that have come up if even light workers here, problems over time. We're looking at mental health. We're looking at drugs. We're looking at alcohol. Even the media is going to have problems over these next 3 years. So maybe media miscommunicating or putting out disinformed information. This is going to come up to the surface. I'm really excited. It's like change of energy for me. When Saturn gets to the end of these houses or end of these signs, I want it to just move on because I've kind of had enough of what it's been doing, and I kind of need something else to come in. That's me. When we're looking at 12th house, because Pisces does rule the 12th house, it's about karma. It's about things coming back, return. It's got family secrets, hidden enemies, reconnection. It's also a sacrifice, about sacrificing, surrender, institutions, the collective unconsciousness. So institutions, so things are like even like sort of like army and things, that sort of like government institutions, you're going to find there's going to be problems with that as well. Just drop the book. And then what else quickly coming up for this week before I get to the callers? So, with this full moon, we've got here, see the beauty in things. Emotionally, while this full moon is coming on, you might feel emotionally stable. We've also got here, and we also find, I feel like, don't restrict yourself, because the energy with Saturn and Mercury mate, you might feel a bit restricted. So it is about not restricting yourself. We've got here wanting things to be peaceful, needing security, and having a plan B with this full moon as well. This whole week ahead can bring about some nervous energy that's coming in. We've got here, you might be forgetting things. So memory might be tested, and you might be a bit forgetful. I've got here testing your patience. Your patience will be tested. Being less tolerant could come up here. Wanting calm and things to be really stable. You're having this little bit of stable energy with this full moon, and then these other energies coming up can be a bit unstable. And it could be about thinking deeper as well. There could be a sort of healing by the end of the week with anything painful issues, and it could be about even yourself because we are dealing with Aries, overthinkings, even being paranoid or things looking back could come in. Negative thoughts may come into you. We've got here I got feeling alone, or looking at your life purpose, maybe coming into your thoughts as well. And I feel like there's one thing that I've got here to open your heart to something new to coming in this week as well that you should really look at coming in. So we do have a lot going on this week. Let's look at the callers and see. We've got here Becky, who's in West. Is it Convenia? Convenia, California.
Covina.
So Covina. Hi,
Covina,
Becky. How are
California.
you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. How can I help you today?
I'd like a little insight on what's going on with my health and if I'm going to start to feel better soon.
Okay, what's going on with your house? Okay, what's going on with your house? Let's have a look here. Okay, I feel like I do have your grandmother here. Your grandmother's passed over because I feel like I've got a little lady here, and she's telling me that she's your grandmother,
Yeah.
and I feel like she's in your home, and I feel like she's trying to make you happy. She's telling me this lady she just sounds sweet. Her voice to me sounds very sweet, and she's saying to me that she just wants you to be happy. And have you noticed things are moving around a bit in your house, or little things moving, or angles?
Yes.
Because I feel like it's her, because she's showing. Yeah. Sometimes
when I look real quick, I feel like somebody's standing over my hospital bed looking at me.
Oh, okay. She's telling me it's her. She's like, it's me. She's like, she's trying to reassure you, that that she's there and she's around you, and she does want you to be really, really happy. And she wants to look after you, too. I feel like she's tiny. I feel she's tiny. And would she be
She's very tiny.
pulling out, because it's like I'm seeing her pulling out this roast dinner, or this roast, I feel like it's like a roast chicken, but the pan is bigger, like it looks like it's bigger than her, like she's pulling this out. So I don't know if she was a good cook or. Oh, okay, good cook.
Definitely.
Okay, all right. And she's telling me that you need money. She's telling me that there's trouble with finances, that you need money. She's saying she needs money. She needs money. It's what she keeps on telling me to. Okay, I'm going to do some cards for you and just see what's going on. She's telling me, like, don't worry, the money's going to come. This is a down point for you. And she's like, is there medication are you on as well that maybe also making you feeling a bit down too?
Yes.
Is there anything that you're taking?
Yes, I have a pain medication.
Okay, because she's telling me that it's making you feel a bit down. She's asked the doctor for like a real, like if he can like readjust the medication, or there's something that can be changed. She is saying that if you just to ask and see, because she's sort of saying, and I feel that there is something that they might be able to do for that, to just to make you feel a bit better. Look, I'm feeling that by June. I'm going to say June, and I'm going June 24. I know it's like over a year away, but I feel by June 2024, you are happier. You're saying goodbye, and I feel like this could be a time of movement for you, where you might be moving house, because I do feel like there's new furniture your furniture in, so there is a bit of goodbye, a sad goodbye, but this is a good thing. I feel like it's a good change. It's a good thing that's coming in here, and you're going to somewhere that it's the sun is shining brightly. So I'm not sure where you are. You're in California. The sun is shining brightly, so I do feel like it's a bit it's warm. I kind of feel like I can go to the. Are you near the beach? Because I feel like I know California's I think it's a beach near
No,
the beach,
no,
but
I'm not in it.
oh, you're not near the beach. I feel like
Mm,
where you're going,
yeah.
that you could go to the beach is what I feel like, because I feel like there's water near you where you're going. But keep your head up high. In the meantime, there's something about September, and I feel like with this, it's like moving forward. There is a step forward. I do feel like that maybe even your health has improvements here with health. I know I'm not a doctor, but I feel like there could be some more slight improvements that with your leg, and I feel like your mobility, you're trying to get more mobile. At the moment, are you not as mobile with this leg, the issue that you have? Are you not as able to walk around that much?
Well, in September of last year, I had my leg amputated. So I'm trying to learn how to
Oh,
walk again and stuff like that. And it's very difficult.
oh, okay. So that was September last year. Okay, because I can see with the frame. Look, I feel like you're going to get assistance with that. I do feel like you're going to get fitted. They might give you like a new leg, like a prosthetic leg could be on the card coming up for you,
Mhm.
and it is going to be walking in. But this is a positive. I feel like this is coming up to be a step forward, and personally, this will be a bit of a battle for you, but it's all part. It's like the universe is saying, even though this is going to be hard long term, you're going to look back and you are going to um, like be grateful that there's happiness with this, like that you'll be happy, you'll be able to, you're going to be able to move again. So you are going to be able to
Okay.
do things that maybe you couldn't do before. I also see family will be more around you as well. I do see like it's a thing of holding hands or comforting. So I do feel like family are going to be around you. Uh, June, I feel like I feel September this year. So this might be coming to a full circle where from September last year, September this year. And in May, I feel like
Mhm.
where you might even get the new leg in May, because I feel like I am trying to learn to walk again, like with assistance. Um, I also feel like you need like a helper dog. I don't know if you have them over there. We have them here for people, not only blind people, but people that need um, as assistance. You can get like a dog that helps you. It's usually like a Labrador as well.
Mhm.
So I do see a dog with you,
Oh,
but to me, it's like a helper dog, whether it be it is. I do see it like a blind dog, but I feel like it could be like a dog that assists you or helps you. Um, and that's going to bring
well,
some happiness and some joy.
we did have a Labrador. Not again last year. It was sometime last year. We had her for almost 17 years, and she passed away. And she would always
Oh,
know when I was sick. She sat right by my side. She wouldn't
oh,
leave.
so I would see that. Look, there may be another one. There may be another one that comes in. Because as I was talking, Mike, there may be another one um, that does come in and
Mm.
is able to help you. They're very smart dogs. I do like Labradors myself. Um, but it's going to be over these next, I'm saying next few months. It is going to be hard, but this card to me always symbolizes working towards goals and wishes, and it's about maintaining them and keep on working at it. And I do feel like that you are going to be happy again, especially next year in June. It is about a new beginning, a new time to move forward, and even this year you're working towards that. Um, and even could be like this year, and even this year, I feel like more something about finances or some sort of payout may come to you even this year in June just to help you along. It could be about someone's negligence or something about could be coming in here, but you get reimbursed for something as well. So I'll leave
You
it
don't
there
get
for you.
you don't get you don't get any messages from my husband.
Um, if I can quickly try and get your husband in. This man is just like, I do have a man here quickly, and he's just saying, like, take care of my darling. He's saying, you're so strong. He's like, people see you and they don't see how your strength that you have and the courage that you have. But he's saying, just look deep because in May you're going to show your strength is going to come out even more. And he's saying you're so loved. I feel like there's a daughter. He's talking about a daughter, and there's a lot of love to do with this daughter that's coming up. But
Yes,
I'm going to leave
I
it
have
there and
three
go,
daughters.
oh, okay. Well, I've got to leave it there, and I just got to go to the next caller, but I hope I've helped you today. Wish I could spend more time with you.
Okay. All right then. Thank you.
Thank you. So let's go to our next caller. So we have April, who's from Utah. So hi, April. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. How can I help you today?
Hello. I was just kind of, I've just been in a kind of a state lately, and I'm just kind of wondering if you're feeling anything for me, or anybody's coming through for me, or anything like that.
Okay, let's have a look for you. So did you say you're feeling a bit, you've been feeling a bit down? Is that what you said? Sorry, you're feeling a bit down.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's have a look. I do feel like I'm not sure if this is you, or I feel like it could be someone around you, but I feel like I've got like a reflex, same like a reflex thing with my stomach, like some sort of reflex that's coming up. So I'm not sure if it's you, it's someone around you. Let me just ask for your loved ones to come in. I feel like it's a male because his man's still saying it's me, it's me. So I feel like I have a male here, and he even showed me his stomach. There's something about, I don't know if this man was ill in the stomach when he passed, or something to do with his stomach. Like I feel like there's a reflux here with him.
When he, like, in his stomach.
Yeah, stomach.
Yeah.
Also,
He was.
okay, cool. He's also, he's saying checkmate, and I do see chess, like a chess game with him. So I feel like that he could perhaps play chess as well. He's telling me that he's got it clicked. He's quite switched on. He's like up here for thinking, and he's saying to me, okay. And what else? We got with this
like
man,
something with
and
his
this man.
chest, or he plays chess.
Sorry.
Oh, were you saying something with his chest?
No, he played chess. To me, he had a chessboard in front of him, and he had said checkmate. So to me, it's more like he played chess. Because I can see the chest, the chess board in front, and he's sitting there with the chessboard, and this man sends a lot of love to you. He's also very humble as well. I do feel like he spent time in care or in hospital, because I do see there's a hospital gown with him too. So I do feel like he spent time in care or in like the hospital as well, because he's telling me that just he wasn't well. There's something going on here. He wasn't well, and he's telling me that it's like you feel like you're not getting anywhere. Like you're trying to pull this big boulder, and he's like, she feels like she's just not getting anywhere. But we're saying by April though, the boulder moves, so there is movement. And it's like things are going to feel a little bit more happier for you. He's also saying that you're maybe overthinking things, or even like dwelling on things. And he's saying you need to do let go, some sort of like release to the universe as well, because you are healing. He's telling me that there's a healing taking place with you, and you are healing. But he's saying that you just got to get through these next few months, and then things are going to start looking a bit better for you. There are happier times coming in, and he's saying that there is a celebration coming up around you as well. And I do feel like that could be in May. So he's saying there is celebration, and there is some things that are going to make you happy, and things to look forward to as well, because this man's saying he just left, and when he left, I feel like I just feel down. It's kind of like when he's gone, that your happiness is kind of gone. But he's saying don't worry, because time heals all wounds. And he's like, this man is still with you. and he's giving you,
Mm-hmm.
like, he's beside you, he's got his arm around you, he's giving you a big hug, he's giving you a rose. I see one rose he's giving with you as well, and he just sends his love to you. And even he's saying it's a miracle that you're here. It's a miracle that you've called up. He's saying it's a miracle that you've called up and you got through, and I'm able to talk to you. I feel a bit emotional when I'm giving you this message. But he's saying, he's also saying be creative as well. He's saying be creative when people are around you. He's saying just be creative, because sometimes miscommunication things happen. But I feel like also when you create, we make things, and it gives us something, a sense of something. So you're saying be creative, and that's also going to help you to bring things in as well. But he just sent his love in. But I just felt by May, things are getting a bit lighter for you. There is some sort of happiness coming in for you. And I feel like it is May, the 5th month of the year, when it's like the sun's shining more brightly with you. So it's something positive. And I do feel like it's some sort of celebration coming up for you.
Okay.
So
yeah, this is really resonating with me. Like, I mean, just to let you know, like, he is my son, and he was killed by his seatbelt, so that's like his stomach. And the chest, I know you say it's like playing chess, but his chest was crushed too.
Oh, okay.
So, like, everything you're saying is like exactly like I have struggled, and I know he's around me. I know he's with me, but I just can't let go enough to like let it in, I guess.
I understand, and sometimes it's really hard when these things happen. But time does heal all wounds, and there will be a time where you can smile again, because he's telling me, and I do believe there'll be a time where you can smile again, and just remember the good times, and honor his memory. He's just a very special. I feel like he's a very special person, and I hope I've helped you today. Okay,
yes, I just was wondering if I could ask one more question, if you could sense anything, if he's approving of like how we're handling the situation with his common-law wife and his stepchild, or...
He's saying that you need to do what is good for you. Anything that you do, he will approve. This son is your backbone, and he's there and to support you all the way. And he's saying that he understands you're doing what's best for you.